It is December the 12th, 2020, and this is the daily report from the Menorcan Mullet out at the Golden Ray Ruck site. And it was an exciting day at the site. I think we may be getting close. We kind of sped this up a little bit when we show you, but they are moving the VB 10,000 back over the Golden Ray. And it looks like they're heading for the stern section. We sped this footage up so you can get a sense of the movement. But something we noticed is they headed out to the stern section. They didn't make it all the way out over the section where you would think they would need to be. And then they pulled it back towards the bow a little bit. So don't know if they're having some problems with anchoring system, or maybe that's part of the plan. I don't know, just something we observed today while they were in the process of moving the VB 10,000 to the stern section of the Golden Ray. It was very encouraging to see the VB 10,000 moving back over the Golden Ray. Maybe that means that we're close to resuming some cutting to try to get this ship out of the St. Simon Sound. This last delay with this refitting and maintenance that had to be done to the VB 10,000 took a couple weeks, 2 weeks to get that done, and with 3 weeks to make the first cut, you know, we're in over a month here on one cut on the ship. I know it's not what the guys want with the salvage groups. I know they wanted this to go faster. We understand this is the first time that anything like this has been attempted with a rig like this. We understand that. But we also understand that we've got this ship now that's opened up, it's exposed on a plan that was approved by the Coast Guard to get in here and get this thing out of here. And we're having a little bit of trouble. We don't like to see trouble. We want to see this thing move along as smoothly and as fastly and as safely as possible. And hopefully that'll start happening here soon. I think everyone is rightfully beginning to get concerned about this thing, because it is a floating junkyard now. Well, I shouldn't say floating because it's on the bottom. Junkyard that's out in the St. Simon Sound, and we're in the process now of cutting the stern section off of this. This has to happen because of erosion. The bow section and the stern section were undermined because of the currents. There's nothing there supporting it. They need to get these sections off to continue. But we're going to have two open ends, if you will, of this candy wrapper of junk that's in the sound now. And we just hate to see if it's going to take a month for each one of these cuts. This is really going to drag out, and we're going to see a lot of problems. We got some of those issues coming up here momentarily, but here we got a little tighter shot of the VB. This is early on in the transport there to the stern section. We saw personnel moving back and forth across the deck, so I know these guys are anxious to get started and get going on it. I am especially anxious for them to get started and get going on it. But it seems to have been one thing after another, and it's really time to get these engineering challenges remedied, and let's figure out how we're going to do this, and let's get it done. Now, while they're moving this, they had the gates open, the north and the south gate. And while that was going on, we saw the the two push tugs that are on station there around the wreck with the monitors. They had one at the south gate and one at the north gate, and both of these boats were, it looked to me like they were maybe trying to keep contaminants or something that's coming out of the ship back into the environmental barrier where it was open. I'm assuming that's what is going on here. They're either doing that or spraying dispersant of some type on the water, but what we think they're doing is trying to keep the contaminants back in the barrier while the gate was open. Now, we got another couple pictures here coming up from a commercial fisherman. This was caught today out in off from the ship. It looks like they're from a teleran. And the thing about this piece is it got caught down in the net, in the throat of the net, and basically all of his catch went through that turtle excluder device right back out into the ocean. So he pretty much, that net during his tow was for naught. All the catch that he caught went right back out of the net through the turtle excluder device, which is required by law on these shrimp boats. There it is. There's that box looking thing in the net. The theory being that the turtle comes up and he makes contact with that, and then there's an opening that it kind of pushes the turtle out of, and the turtle is allowed to escape. In this case, this piece of debris was in that excluder, forcing everything out of the net. Guy lost his whole day towing. I hate to see that happening. Special visitor was on site today for an inspection. That's right, Saint Nick, Santa Claus, the Jolly Roger, Elf was on site. Good to see Santa making the rounds. Thanks to the Brunswick Harbor pilots for getting Santa a ride. And we also saw the Lynx out under sail today. Beautiful sailboat out on the St. Simons Sound. It was just a beautiful day. That's about all we've got for today. We appreciate your time, and thanks. We'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed, and ask those that are watching, if they haven't, please do so. Hit the like button. Send us some comments. You guys stay safe out there.